Hey Gemini, welcome to your weekly forecast for August 16th through the 22nd. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with this deck here. And then since I haven't had a chance to do love readings for August, we're going to pull love and romance messages from this deck here at the end. Okay, I know some of you don't want to hear about love, so I'm going to keep it separate for you guys, but we will also cover love in this reading. So we're going to go ahead and see what's happening for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus this week. See what messages are coming in. If you happen to find this video outside of the dates I mentioned, don't you worry. You found it when you were meant to hear the messages. These are general readings. Take the messages that resonate and leave the ones that don't. We're going to go ahead and see what's happening here. Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's go ahead here, my dears. One more shuffle. I feel like we need one more good shuffle. Alrighty, so we're gonna jump right on in here. First card coming up is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles can come up with a stick-to-itiveness, okay? Knight of Pentacles often comes in with the message letting us know that we're gonna be successful in an endeavor as long as we stay consistent, okay? As long as we keep our eyes on the prize, one foot in front of the other. It also tells us this is not a race. This is not something that we have to hurry up and do overnight. Basically, for me, Knight of Pentacles in a nutshell is saying that you can't fail as long as you keep moving forward and as long as you keep doing the work. That's it. It's just going to take a while. It's not going to be an overnight process. So Knight of Pentacles is committing to something, establishing security, long-term security, and you know, before you know it, you look back and you're like, whoa, I covered a lot of ground. I feel some of you might be stressed about a work situation where like you're wanting to hurry up and like get a lot done, or you're trying to impress your supervisors, or you're trying to get a promotion by showing like how much you can do quickly. And so I feel like Knight of Pentacles is coming up to say, you know what, they're more interested in the quality of the work versus the volume of the work. So you don't have to rush, you don't have to push, you know, just make sure that whatever you're doing in that moment, you're doing it like as close to perfect as possible. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to go, you know, just step by step. Consistency is going to be like key here. Consistency is going to be key here. So just be consistent and you're going to see a lot of progress, a lot of things moving forward, a lot of success. Knight of Pentacles is not the fastest moving knight in the tarot. He's the slowest, but he's the most reliable. And he works in a way where you don't have to double check his work, right? It's solid. You can count on it. And I feel like some of you in a work situation, that's the message for you right now. You might have goals. You're wanting to move up. It's not about volume. It's about quality, okay? Your next card coming up here is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords can indicate some of you may be dealing with an air sign, okay? Air signs are going to be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. So you may be dealing with a fellow air sign. It could be you in your Gemini energy, in your air sign energy, okay? But the Queen of Swords is about not putting up with foolishness, okay? The Queen of Swords is about boundaries. But it can also be about boundaries around time management. And Gemini, I feel like some of you are being really hard on yourself right now because you're looking at all the things you've been wanting to do that you haven't been able to get to. Like, I've been wanting to get that degree forever. I've never been able to finish getting that degree. I've been wanting to, you know, start that business and I just haven't been able to get it off the ground. Or whatever it might be. I've been wanting to take that trip or this or this or that. I feel like the message here is that the reason why it hasn't happened is there's too many distractions for you. And the Queen of Swords is telling me that these distractions keep coming. It's like you need to do your thing, but somebody's coming in. Gemini, I need this. Gemini, I need that. It's always about them. It's about their problem. It's about their issue. Maybe even in a work situation. People might be coming to you for help with stuff. And it's like, well, hello, when am I going to do my work? Okay? So I feel like with the Queen of Swords, this is coming up to let you know that in the week ahead, you might be having a lot of distractions. You might have a lot of people coming at you. You might be having a lot of things put on your lap. But the Queen of Swords is going to be about prioritizing and about protecting your time, having boundaries with your time, cutting out anything unnecessary, you know, putting things in order of priority or importance, not by how demanding somebody is being. Okay, Gemini, you guys aren't typically known as a sign who is confrontational or who's gonna pop off on people or having a short fuse, and so for this reason you could have people that maybe think, oh well, Gemini is gonna be cool with it, or Gemini is gonna understand, or Gemini is gonna help me out. But this is a time for boundaries where you can stand up and say, no, I can't do that, right? You don't even have to say sorry, just simply, nope, I can't. So there's a sense here in protecting your space, protecting your time, protecting your energy, and having better boundaries. For some of you, this can be with finances. You might be making more money than your friends. You might be making more money than some people in your family, and they might be looking at you as like daddy warbucks, you know? They might be looking at you as like sugar mama, sugar daddy, like, oh, well, Gemini is gonna come through and Gemini is gonna help us. And so some of you might be having to put down financial boundaries with some people in your life. That I can't, you know, I'm not made of money. So boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Your next card coming up here, Gemini, is the Ten of Cups. Okay, so these boundaries that you're putting into place ultimately are going to leave you to the highest level of fulfillment, right? Ten of Cups is just absolute perfection all across the board, happiness and fulfillment in every area of our life. Okay, traditionally a lot of people are used to watching tarot readings for love and romance, and so for that reason Ten of Cups has kind of gotten typecast as a marriage card, right? That if you see Ten of Cups, you're getting married and you're having babies. That can be the case. Some of you may be manifesting that, and by coming into your stability, committing to yourself, and having these boundaries, you are manifesting committed, stable energy. You're manifesting a sense of home and family and marriage. That could definitely be the case. However, Ten of Cups is inner peace and happily ever after. And not everybody is going to have the same idea of happily ever after. Whatever your happily ever after is, setting these boundaries is getting you to that happily ever after. Okay, it's keeping peace in your home, it's keeping peace in your life, peace in your heart, and it's allowing you to enjoy life and to receive whatever that might be for you. If it's marriage, if it's babies, if it's traveling the world, if it's living alone, if it's adopting a bunch of dogs, whatever it is, right? Whatever your happiness is, whatever your idea of happily ever after is. But you have to set the boundaries to create space for it. Gemini, the vibe that I'm getting here is that starting this week and going into the weeks ahead, a lot of your life lessons or a lot of your cosmic homework is going to be about putting yourself first. Putting yourself first, right? Another thing about Gemini, okay, I've had many friends who are Gemini, and they've been a lot of fun to hang out with. Gemini has always been fun and adventurous and exciting, you know, when I've come across Gemini, because you guys are really great about being in the moment. And sometimes that causes us to get distracted or causes us to like get shifted to something else, right? And I would tease one of my Gemini best friends in a loving way, not in a mean way, and he would laugh about it. But I would say, you know, you're just kind of like, you're doing one thing and you're like, oh my gosh, you would look a butterfly, and then like you're gone somewhere else. We're doing something else, right? You just kind of ride the wave as it comes. And so you can acknowledge the wave, you can embrace the wave, but you don't have to let it take you away from what you're doing. And so I feel here there's also a lot of like mental clarity and mental focus that's coming in, right? It's not that you're not qualified or you're not good enough or you're not smart enough or you're not capable to accomplish these goals. You have to stay focused. If a butterfly comes by, you can say, oh wow, what a beautiful butterfly, but you don't have to chase it. And then when other people come in wanting stuff or needing stuff, you can say, no, I'm busy, I can't, and stay focused on what you're doing. And that way you can have your Ten of Cups It's like you can never get to it. Every time you're going to fill one of the cups, the phone rings or somebody's at the door, or, oh my gosh, I forgot to do this, or oh my gosh, I forgot to do that, and your cups stay empty. It's time for you to fill those cups. Your next card coming up, my darlings, is Five of Pentacles. This is a card that can scare a lot of people, okay? And I'm going to bring in a message here that I'm not saying this in a negative way, and I'm not saying it as a negative Nelly, but it's just Spirit is trying to let you know that you don't have to be scared about the changes coming in. Now, first and foremost, Five of Pentacles traditionally can indicate a change in employment, self-employment, a change in income where we're having to be more cautious with our finances. So if you were spending frivolously, you may be having to put a stop to that. And in this time, we learn who our true friends are. We learn who truly has our back and who's around us for the right reasons. I sometimes call the Five of Pentacles the Wizard of Oz card, right? Like Dorothy was lost. She was looking for help. She was looking for guidance. And along the way, she met this very interesting group of characters that ended up being like soul family to her. So it's like establishing close, meaningful relationships during trying or uncertain times. So it can be very positive in that way. Now, Five of Pentacles traditionally can also come in with the energy of feeling cast out, feeling shut out in the cold. And Gemini, you have to know this. I'm not saying this to be negative. It is what it is. And it's not going to be for every single one of you. But some of you are having to set boundaries with people in your life. And you're having to tell them, no, I can't let you borrow that money. Or I can't stop what I'm doing and, you know, go drive out to you and help you do this or help you do that. Or I can't be on the phone with you for 3 hours talking about the abusive, toxic partner that I helped you leave 4 times already and you keep going back to that person, right? I can't be on the phone with you 3 hours about this. I tried to help you 4 times before. You might not say that flat out to that person. You know, you might not be that blunt with that person. But like anytime you're taking back your power or you're setting a boundary, people who are very parasitic, people who just feed off of you, when they hear that and they get that no, they're going to drop you, right? But what did Rumi say? Be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop. Let them fall, right? At least they're not feeding off of you anymore. They're not sucking the life out of you anymore. But it can still be scary because it's what you knew. It's what you were used to. So know and understand, Gemini, that as you're putting down these boundaries, there are going to be people that all of a sudden they're not going to have no use for you anymore. They're not going to have any use for you anymore. And they're going to be like, Gemini who? I don't know Gemini. And that can hurt. That can sting. But know and understand that nothing is going to stay blank. Always something comes in to take its place. And I call the Five of Pentacles the Wizard of Oz card. Soul family comes in. True blue friends come in. Okay? Now, you may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those might resonate with you more than your sun sign. They might add a little extra information. You may want a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. I am having a sale right now till Tuesday night or until the calendar fills up. And details for that are in the community tab. But we're going to see what's coming up for love and romance for Gemini, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. What is going on for Gemini, sun, moon, rising, and Venus in the area of love and romance, please? Let's give these cards a minute. All right, one more. So, ooh, well, hello. We had that 10 of Cups. Now we have the 4 of Wands. If you're already married or living with somebody, I feel like this card is saying that this is a time that you're going to be able to really solidify and nourish and nurture this existing relationship. If you're single, you are definitely manifesting this stability in terms of a marriage type partner. For me, a lot of the times when the 4 of Wands comes up, it's telling us that there's going to be official or legal marriage. There's going to be an actual wedding. And maybe some of you have been wondering that. Well, maybe there is a soulmate for me. Maybe I'm going to be in a relationship, but, you know, maybe it's just going to be a long-term partner. Maybe it's going to be a companion. Sometimes Four of Wands comes up to say, oh, it's going to be a marriage. You're going to get married. You know, I've seen that happen a lot of the times. But Four of Wands is not only about getting married. Four of Wands is about a sense of community, a sense of home, and a sense of abundance. So if you've been in a pattern or a cycle where you've had partners that you might have a really powerful connection with, but your lives don't mesh in real life, like in real life, your friends and their friends can't seem to hang, your family and their family can't seem to hang, like your lives don't seem to fit with each other, you will be manifesting someone with whom you have mutual, you're going to be able to have mutual friends. You're going to be able to spend time with and have like a, you know, a set of, you know, family of friends, and be able to have people to hang out with and to celebrate with and to enjoy life with, have a sense of community together. Now, if you're in an existing relationship, I feel that's something that you guys are working on. You guys are working on establishing mutual friendships, people that you guys can hang out with as a couple and you both enjoy and you both have a good time. Some of you might be cleaning house in terms of friendships. There may have been people who've been jealous or disrespectful. Maybe you have some friends that are flirting with your partner, or your partner has some friends that are flirting with you. Those people might be getting kicked to the curb, or people who want to instigate and start drama. Like everything is fine with you guys, but they want to come in, they want to be like, oh, Gemini, is it true your partner did this? Or, oh, Gemini, you know, don't you want to quit your job? Like haven't you asked your partner to, like, you know, bring in more money so you don't have to work so hard? Or just things that aren't even their business. Like they're just sticking their nose in things that aren't even in their business. And so some of you might be getting rid of those drama kind of people and working on establishing people that you can hang out with that aren't going to be drama, that are going to be a good time, and that are going to be supportive of your relationship. The next card coming up here is the Judgment card. This is big choices and decisions, and it can be parting ways with people. So some of you are parting ways with the people and the things that are interfering with your Four of Wands, that are interfering with your stability, that are interfering with the happiness in your relationship. Judgment card can also indicate that we're parting a certain path to take on our undertaking, or to take on like our calling, right? We're feeling called to do something. We're feeling called to something more purposeful. And so some of you are feeling called to something more purposeful, and this is the path that is aligning you with your life partner, with your you know, marriage type soulmate, as you're answering this call. Judgment card can be big decisions as well. I feel that a lot of you are dealing with the past. I'm hearing demons from the past. Now, when I say demons, don't panic. I don't mean something evil. I just mean like the experiences or the things that might still be causing you suffering. Maybe you haven't released them fully. Maybe you haven't, you know, healed from them completely. Maybe they're still shaking your confidence or making you worried or scared that things are going to go wrong again in the future, like they went wrong in the past. And so I feel here there's something about things coming up to the surface, and you're taking a really honest look at yourself and you're saying, okay, did that relationship fail, or did I do something to sabotage myself? Was there something wrong with that relationship? Did that person let me down? Or was I convincing myself that I couldn't trust them? And was I looking for reasons to, you know, prove that they're untrustworthy, right? You might be kind of looking at, like, are there some ways that relationships didn't work out because of I had fears and I was shutting people out and I was pushing people away. You might be looking at yourself in that way. And like, I'm getting like a sense of like reflection, like you're doing this self-reflection here. Why haven't relationships in the past not worked out for me? And what have I done? What role have I played that caused these relationships to fail? And for some of you, it's as simple as you were really scared. You were really scared of getting hurt. And so you may have put up an impossible wall, right? Or you saw the red flags from the beginning, that person showed you their true colors, but you were like, oh, okay, like you were hopeful. Let me not be paranoid. Let me not be judgmental. Let me not give this the chance. And you may have decided to let in somebody that was showing you a bunch of red flags. And then you're like, oh, I knew they were going to hurt me. I knew that they were going to betray me. You know, but still we let them in, you know. And so I feel like any of you who have had that pattern or that cycle, you're coming out of it. You're not doing it anymore, right? And you're coming into that solid, secure, healthy, committed relationship. Now, the next card coming in for Gemini is the Eight of Pentacles. An Eight of Pentacles can be going back to school or learning a new skill. And so in this path, some of you may be meeting people. In terms of the relationship itself, Eight of Pentacles is carving out the details, putting in the work, taking the time to perfect it, focusing on it, making it happen. So I feel like you guys are manifesting someone here who's willing to do the work, or somebody who might be seeing you and understanding that you have some insecurities or you have some fears. The thing about this person is I feel this person is very quiet about it. They're not going to call you out about it, Gemini, because they don't want to embarrass you. They don't want to make you uncomfortable. They're looking at you like this precious little deer that walked out of the woods, or maybe this majestic buck, if you prefer. For our more masculine folk, you're like, I'm not no little precious deer. Maybe you're this majestic buck, you know, that wandered out of the wilderness and walked right up to them. And they know that if they reach out too soon or too quickly, you're going to bolt. You're going to take off. They know that about you. So they feel like if they try to tell you, Gemini, you know what? I can tell that you've been hurt. I can tell that you might have some traumas from when you were younger. I can tell that you really want this relationship, but it's hard for you to let people in or to trust. They're not going to call you out like that, because they know that if they do, you're going to be like, whoa, what's going on here? No, thank you. And you might start getting nervous and, you know, shutting them out. And so they're not going to tell you. But I feel like this person is very quietly, just doing what they can, putting in the work to make you feel safe and to make you see that they want to be with you. They're serious about this. They're not giving you words. They're not giving you words. They're not giving you conversation. They're just doing the action, and they're taking the steps. And they're letting you lead the pace. I feel like they're letting you lead the pace in terms of, you know, what you want to do or how far you want to go or what you're comfortable with. Okay? You may want to check out your moon sign, rising sign, Venus sign. If this is none of those, some weeks those might resonate with you more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading. As I said, I'm more than happy to give a private reading for you. Calendly.com/amethystangelite is where you can schedule. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Bye, my dears. Be well.